Good morning, children. Welcome back in your online arithmetic class for Standard 3. Girls, in our last class, I have discussed the chapter multiplication. Today, I'm going to deal with another very interesting chapter from mathematics, that is division. So girls, please pay attention and we are going to revise the topic division. Now girls, let us start revising the chapter division. First of all, we are going to recall what is division. So girls, what is division? Right. Division is the mathematical process of dividing a number into equal groups. So division is the mathematical process of dividing a number into equal groups. Let's suppose we are going to divide number 10 into two equal groups. So how can we write that? Yes, we can write it like 10 divided by 2 and it gives us 5. So girls, here this sign is called division sign. So girls, this sign is called division sign. Clear? Now, let us recall how do we describe division. So let us recall how do we describe division. Girls, always remember there are 4 terms which describe the 4 numbers in a division problem. So there are 4 terms which describe the 4 numbers in a division problem. The first one, the dividend. What is dividend? The dividend is the number that is being divided. Girls, in the right hand side, you can see one example is done for you. Here we are going to divide 16 by 3. So we are going to divide 16 by 3. Now, can you tell me, can we divide 16 exactly by 3? No. Why? Because we know 3 5s are 15. And if we subtract 15 from 16, we will get 1. So this 1 is the leftover. So we cannot divide 16 exactly by 3. So in this example, we can see that 16 is the dividend. So what is dividend? The dividend is the number that is being divided. So you can see that here 16 is being divided. Clear? Now, divisor. What is divisor? The divisor is the number that the dividend will be divided by. So the divisor is the number that the dividend will be divided by. Now look at this example. Here we can see that number 16 is divided by 3, right? So here 3 is the divisor. Understood? So here 3 is the divisor. Now quotient. What is quotient? The quotient is the number of times the divisor will go into the dividend. So the quotient is the number of times that the divisor will go into the dividend. So girls, here the quotient is what? Yes, the quotient is 5 because we know 3 can go 5 times into 16. Clear? Now the number we left with in the end of our division is called remainder. So what is remainder, girls? As we already discussed sometimes before, that the number we left with in the end of a division is called remainder. So what is remainder over here in this example? Correct. Here the remainder is 1. So got it? Girls, please remember these terms. It is very, very important. Okay. Girls, let us recall the properties of division. So now we are going to revise the properties of division. Children, please pay attention because this is the basic of division. Okay, so let's start. Number 1. When a number is divided by itself, the answer is 1. So when a number is divided by itself, the answer is 1. Let's suppose we are going to divide number 36 by 36. So what will be the answer here? Right. The answer is 1. Similarly, 14 divided by 14 is equal to 1. Clear? Now, number 2. When a number is divided by 1, the answer is the number itself. So when a number is divided by 1, the answer is the number itself. For example, if we going to divide 18 by 1, then what will be the answer, girls? Yes, we know 18 ones are 18. So the answer will be 18. So the number itself, right? Because here we are going to divide the number 18 by 1. Alright. Similarly, 5 divided by 1 is 5. Okay. Now, this is the very important point, girls. Please pay attention. When 0 is divided by any number, the answer is 0. So when 0 is divided by any number, the answer is 0. For example, 0 divided by 42. So here 0 is divided by number 42. So here the answer is 0. Got it? Similarly, if we do this one, 0 is being divided by 23, then also the answer is 0. Okay? Girls, do you remember? We have learned 1 points in properties of multiplication about 0. Can you recall that? Yes. The product of a number and 0 is 0. That's mean 0 into any number equal to 0. Similarly, 0 divided by any number equal to 0. So girls, I hope you understood, right? Now the last point. Dividing a number by 0 is not possible. Dividing a number by 0 is not possible. For example, 23 divided by 0. Is it possible, girls? No, it's cannot possible. Why? Because we cannot divide any number by 0. Got it? First, let us try out some examples of division together. Okay? So we are going to start with division of 2-digit number by 1-digit number. Okay? Number 1. Divide 96 by 4. So girls, how can we do that? First of all, we need to arrange the numbers according to the place value chart. Girls, here you can write tens and ones above the digits. Okay? So as it is a 2-digit number, so 9 is placed in tens place and 6 is placed in ones place. Clear? And girls, another important thing, please remember, in division we always start calculation from the left. So we always start calculation and the division sums from the left. So first we are going to calculate the tens column. So now we are going to divide 9 tens by 4. Here we know that 4 twos are 8 and 4 threes are 12. Now girls, 8 is smaller than 9 and 12 is bigger than 9. So here we have to take 8, right? Because we usually don't do borrowing subtraction here. Okay. So we are going to write 2 in the quotient and 8 in the tens column below the dividend. Right? Now, if we subtract 9 minus 8, it gives us 1. Clear? Now, we are going to bring down 6 ones. So now we have 16 ones. Right? Now we are going to divide 16 ones by 4. Okay. So we know 4 fours are 16. So we are going to take 4 and we are going to write this 4 in the quotient, right? And we will write 16 just below the dividend. Clear? Now we are going to subtract 16 from 16, that is 16 minus 16, and it gives us 0. Clear? So children, the answer is 24. So students, have you noticed? To solve a division problem, we are involving 3 operations. That is multiplication. We are using tables, right? We are doing division and subtraction. Clear? So please do the sums step by step. Okay? Now, if you want to check whether your answer is correct or not, you'll get a formula over here. What is the formula, girls? Right, I'm sure you already memorized this. Dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Girls, here the divisor is 4. And what about the quotient? Correct, that is 24. So we are going to write 4 into 24 and we get 0 as remainder. So 4 into 24 plus 0. 24 into 4 equal to 96. Now 96 plus 0 gives us 96 and that is the dividend over here. So we can say that the sum is correct. Got it? Girls, 2 things you should remember here. First, this equation is very important. You got it as fill in the blanks as well. Okay? For rechecking the sum, this is very, very important. And the second thing is, this is for your own rechecking. You can use it. Okay? So there is no need to do it with the sums. You can do it in the space provided for your rough work. Clear? So where you can write this for check it out whether your sum is correct or not? Yes, you can apply this formula for yourself and do it as a rough work. Okay, clear? Now let us solve another sum. Find the quotient and remainder. 76 divided by 9. So how can we do that? The same thing, we have to arrange the number properly and then we are going to start the calculation from the left. Okay. So here you can see that number 7 is placed in tens column and that is smaller than the divisor. Right. So 7 is smaller than the divisor 9. So what we are going to do here? We are going to take the second number as well. So we are going to consider the number as 76. Got it? So now we are going to recall the tables of 9. We know 9 8s are 72 and 9 9s are 81. Now girls, 72 is smaller than the dividend, that is 76, right? And 81, that is 9 9s are 81, that is bigger than 76. So here we are going to take 8. So we are taking 9 8s are 72 and we are going to write 8 in the quotient's place, right? And 72 in the just below of the dividend, that is 76 over here. Got it? Now we have done multiplication, then division. Now what we are going to do? Right. Now we are going to do the last thing, that is subtraction. Okay. So 76 minus 72 gives us 4. So here the 4 is left over. So here the answer is quotient 8 and we know we call the leftover in division sum is remainder. So the leftover is denoted as remainder over here. So here the remainder is 4. Got it? Because here one thing you should always remember, that the remainder is always lesser than the divisor. Now girls, let us try out division of 3-digit number by 1-digit number. Number 3. Divide 550 by 5. Girls, how can we do that? Right. We are going to start the calculation from the left. So first we are going to divide hundreds. So 5 hundreds divided by 5 equal to 100. So we are going to write 1 in the quotient and 5 below 5. Now 5 minus 5 equal to 0. Got it? Now in the second step we are going to bring down 5 tenths. So now we are going to calculate 5 tenths divided by 5. That equal to 1/10. So now we are going to write 1 in the quotient and 5 below 5. And we know 5 minus 5 equal to 0. Now the last step. We are going to bring down 0 once. And as we know that 0 divided by any number is 0. So here we are calculating 0 once divided by 5. That equal to 0. So we are going to write 0 in quotient place. Okay. So girls, here our answer is 110. Now let us solve another sum. That is 306 divided by 7. Now we are going to do the same thing, but here you can notice that 3 is lesser than 7. So now we are going to take 3 and 0 together. So it will be 30 tenths. So first 30 tenths divided by 7. We know 7 fours are 28 and 7 fives are 35. 35 is bigger than 30, so we cannot take that. So we have to take 7 fours are 28. Now we are going to write 4 in the quotient and 28 below 30. Now if we subtract 28 from 30, we get 2. Done. Now we are going to bring down 6 ones. So now we have 26 ones. Now 26 ones divided by 7 equal to, we are going to take 3 because we know 7 threes are 21 and 7 fours are 28. That is bigger than 26. So now 26 minus 21 equal to 5. So girls, you can see that here our answer is 43 and 5 is the remainder. So we are going to write quotient equal to 43 and remainder equal to 5. Please remember the remainder must be smaller than the number we are dividing by. So here our remainder is 5. That is smaller than the number we are dividing by. That's meant the divisor. That is 7. So 5 is smaller than 7. This is very important, girls. Please remember this fact. Okay. Girls, this is the time for think and answer. So please read the questions carefully and try to answer it on your own. Okay. Number 1, find the quotient. 837 divided by 3. B. 104 divided by 4. C. 84 divided by 7. Number 2, find the quotient and remainder in the following. A. 769 divided by 5. B. 57 divided by 8. C. 906 divided by 5. Number 3. In division, which of the following is true? Girls, I have already discussed this, so please think and answer. A. Remainder equal to divisor. B. Remainder less than divisor. C. Remainder greater than divisor. Number 4. If dividend equal to 0, the quotient is options A 0, B 1, C equal to divisor. Number 5. If 223 is divided by 1, we get options A 1, B 0, C 223. If you read the properties of division carefully, you can easily answer these two questions. Okay? So girls, that's all for today. Please go through the chapter carefully. Watch the videos, try out the sums which we have discussed here and which we have given you to solve, and please try out your textbook division sums as well. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. God bless you.